In this video, we're going to demonstrate derived outputs in panLab 2. A derived output is an additional QLab Q output we can route audio to. The level we send to this output is derived from the level we are sending to a selection of other loudspeakers. A common use case for derived outputs would be to handle low frequency energy. Let's use derived outputs to help us create a 5.1 panner using panLab 2. In this example, we have a map containing left, center, right, surround left and surround right loudspeakers. To handle the low frequency energy component of our 5.1 panner, we need to create a derived output. To do this, we open the Map Manager and click on Assign Derived Outputs. Each map can contain 8 derived outputs. We can give our derived output a descriptive name. This is only used to reference the output from within panLab. We also need to provide the derived output with a QLab output name to route the audio to. As with speakers, this name needs to exactly match a QLab Q output. Once this is done, click the Assign button. You can now pick which speakers you would like to derive the output level from. Let's go ahead and pick all of them. Each Q in panLab has its own individual level control for each derived output, and from this point on you can think of a derived output as a post-fade auxiliary send. To turn up the derived output level for a Q, simply click on the mixer icon. You will see that the name we assigned to the derived output is copied across to the mixer. As we turn up the level, you'll see that the relevant QLab Q output is being increased in QLab. As we move the sound outside the zone boundary, you'll see that the level we are sending to the derived output decreases accordingly. A neat additional feature of derived outputs is that, unlike with speakers, the QLab Q output does not have to be unique to the map. This means we can use derived outputs to send additional level to a set of loudspeakers. To demonstrate this, let's use the example of a spot effect speaker on stage. We might use this speaker to locate the sound of a telephone ring back to a prop. However, we might find that it is necessary to augment the sound coming from the spot effect speaker with some audio from our main PA. We can achieve this with derived outputs. This time, we can label one derived output phone to pros left and another one phone to pros right. The QLab outputs are left and right, and we assign these outputs to be derived from the level we are sending to our phone speaker. Now, when we turn the level up to our derived outputs, you will see that whenever we move the Q over our phone speaker, we are also sending to our main left and right outputs. That concludes our tutorial on derived outputs in panLab 2.